No.
Lie.
All right, let's start. Let's go.
Well, I don't have any other questions. I feel like we should unstrap him from the medieval machine.
I definitely tricked it though.
That seems like the humane thing to do.
Of course, I've cried before a game.
For the draw and for playing along with the fans, and I guess it's my turn.
What's more stressful, the candidates or lie detector test?
Oh, I mean, definitely this. Definitely this.
Really?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous throughout. All right, so I guess let's start with the questions. Do you feel like professionals are wasting their time with classical
This might
chess?
be the wrong version of it. Let me see.
No.
True.
Do you think kids see you as a cool dude?
Let me see. Is this the right version or the wrong version? I'm not sure, because there might be music on this one that makes it an issue. Let me see. This is the wrong version. Yes. Okay. 1 second, you guys. Let me turn on my fan as well, because it's getting a little bit hot in here. Okay. Oh, this is the right version. Okay. What's this version? This version, video unavailable. It's been removed. Yeah. It's been removed. Okay, let's watch this one, I guess. Problem with watching this, I'll tell you guys, that there's music on it that only chess.com has, because for some reason, unlike 99% of people who do these videos, they use some service that nobody else uses. Is it going on YouTube? I mean, I was hoping it would, but 1 second. Yeah. Mods trolling, exactly. Mods trolling. Okay, let's go.
No.
Lie.
It's because I desperately want it to be true.
Do you enjoy being famous in the chess world?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Of course
Do you
he does.
Google yourself more than 4 times a month?
No.
That's a lie that has happened.
It's a lie that hasn't happened.
That has happened.
That's probably true. There have been more intense months. I mean, but I already said I'm not Googling just my name. It's like, all right, what are people searching for with, like, you know, whatever scandal or
That's
something.
a Keck W, I agree. It's big Keck W. That's why I'm
I'm
smiling.
not playing the English. Oh no, the Scandinavian. John Bartholomew.
Do you have a secret online chess account?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Do you have a Lee chess account?
I made one. That's it. I made one, but I don't use it.
True.
Okay. Do you think Levy
By
will
the
become
way,
a GM?
Fun fact. No, this is the Danny part. This is not the part with me, so it's not the same. Fun fact, of course, I do have, I think, 2 or 3 accounts on Lee Chess for anybody who's wondering. Not that I really play on them, but I do have 2 or 3 accounts, and I have, of course, played on Lee Chess.
No, I don't.
True.
Sorry, Levy.
Have you ever lied about your age?
Yes.
Probably true.
Are you a romantic?
I like to think so. Yes. Am I allowed to answer that way?
Yes, you think so.
Okay. This is not going to go well for me. This is already... We are going to have problems.
Have you ever cried after a chess game?
Yeah. Many times.
True.
It's true.
When was the
it's
last
true.
time you cried after a game of chess?
It's been a while. It's been a long time. Like,
Do you remember a specific game when you cried? You cried after losing?
I probably more than 10 years ago, but used to have a lot riding on my self-worth from chess when I played. So
What exactly is
I can just
from
say I cried a
Norway?
lot.
It's from Norway.
Have you ever blamed a fart on someone else?
yes, it's a shame to admit it, but it's true.
Yeah, probably more than once.
Come on, man, you don't gotta do me like that.
Have you ever been drunk during a tournament game?
No.
Define drunk.
Yeah, because what I wanted to say was I've had drinks before a tournament game, but I've never been
course.
drunk. So that was the...
Who is your favorite active player in the world of chess?
Wow. Hikaru Nakamura.
He's truthful about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna say Magnus. I'm gonna be honest. I thought he was gonna say Magnus.
Are you the hardest working person in chess?
I'm one of them.
Yeah, he might be true.
I mean, that's a politically correct answer. Like, I am one of the hardest working people in chess. That's like undeniable. But am I the hardest working? Probably not.
Do you ever sing in the shower?
Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes.
Are you intimidated by Magnus Carlsen?
Yeah. He can be intimidating.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm intimidated, but he can be intimidating.
Do you think Magnus Carlsen is intimidated by you?
Yes.
Definitely.
So
You
bad.
struck a very sensitive topic there.
Ah, really? Okay.
It is. It's a it's been a
Most
complicated.
sensitive topic we've ever been into today.
Ah, okay.
It's a
I'll
complicated
stop for a second, you guys.
relationship.
So when you say, like, for example, someone's asked, am I intimidated by Magnus? I mean, the reason I'm surprised by this answer, or like very specifically why Danny is, but also why Magnus is, because like, it's one thing when like for Magnus and myself, because we play each other all the time. Like from a competitive standpoint, we compete against each other, so we should be intimidated. But for Danny, who's not an active player, it's just kind of funny to see that answer. Because like, if you don't compete against Magnus, it's very hard to see him in that kind of a way, is what I would say.
Are you intimidated by me?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not always.
Not so much, but maybe a little bit.
These guys are intense. I mean, Hikaru and Magnus are intense. They're intense competitors. They're both clear about how they feel and what they want. From my perspective, I would say the three of us together have done a lot of really good things for chess, but also been involved in some of the most intense, not just lawsuits. Did you get the deep breath there? But other things. Like we've been in some intense situations together. And I think that means that there are times when the stresses can run high between us. And
That's a fair point.
I try to
yes.
keep a
I
good
agree with
perspective
that.
about it, but it's true.
Okay. Have you ever been in a cult?
Yes, I have.
By the way,
I was raised in one.
fun fact, I went off script here with this question. This was not on the iPad, this question about being in a cult. I went off script because it was a question that I wanted to ask. Because, you know, I think a lot of people know this, a lot of people don't know this, but I've known Danny for a long time. In fact, he actually roomed with my stepfather and I at the World Open in Philadelphia, and I think it was 2001, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was 2000. So when I asked this question, I went a little bit off script because I thought it was a question that would be interesting to ask. So yeah, for anybody who's wondering, this was not on the iPad. This is not one of the questions. I went off script with this question, but yeah.
Yes, true.
That wasn't on here. I just thought of that.
There's a memoir coming.
Okay.
Also, Danny has said that he is working on a book, so I don't know if it's an autobiography or what it is, but he is working on some kind of project. So that's what I would say. Yeah, we're not going to get into any of that, but let's keep going.
Why not, right? Yeah, let's do it. Wait, are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do that?
Have you ever eaten something off the floor?
Yes.
Probably.
Well, I was gonna give context. Like, not only have I eaten off the floor, I've drinking off the floor, which is
That's
the
bad.
worst.
How does that even work?
It's a Zamboni. So the way it works is if there's water on the floor or something, you can slurp it up. Sometimes you spill a drink and it's valuable to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Have you ever stalked someone on social media?
No.
That's a lie.
Of course he has.
I want to say define stalking. You know what I mean? It's such a loose term, but okay.
I mean, I don't even know what does stalking actually mean in the context of online. Like, I mean, because like that, like, does that mean that you're just following like some social media every day? Does that mean you try to interact? You're like writing to them and interacting. Like, what does it actually mean? But I mean, I think everybody has at some point, right? I said yes. Thank you, Lester Highway, for the 19 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it depends what the context is, but if you mean like have people gone and Googled some actress or something, I mean, let's be real, everybody's done that. All guys have done that. Let's not pretend.
You ever regretted a big career decision that you made?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
What was that?
And there's a long list of, I think, mistakes we've made over the, 17 years of chess.com. I regret letting the match get canceled, for what it's worth.
Okay, fair. Have you ever worn the same pair of underwear 2 days in a row?
Yes.
Yes, true.
By the way,
We're gonna keep raising the stakes. 3 days? I think yes.
Yes, true.
but I mean, like this I don't get. Like, are people really weird? Like, is that really that weird? Honestly, is it really that weird? Like, I'll tell you something else. Like, chess players, for example, they're very superstitious. So, for example, if you're winning games in a chess tournament and you like, it's very frequent that people wear the same underwear and the same clothes day after day, because if you keep winning in the tournament, you don't want to mess up. Chess players are very, very superstitious. Not really. Why? It isn't. No, 2 days, 4 days is the max. I'm just saying in chess tournaments it's very common. Everybody's extremely superstitious. So like if you start off a tournament, you win the first game, you win the second game, you're not changing anything whatsoever. You're not changing anything at all. Just to be clear, you're not. You're absolutely not changing anything at all.
No to 4. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Do you think a lot of cheating is going on in Title Tuesday?
Ooh.
No.
He's telling the truth, but it's a sensitive question for him.
Makes sense.
But he is truthful about that.
Do you like all the top 10 players in the world?
No.
True.
Do you think you're the most handsome chess commentator?
So yeah, I mean, this is a thing. Like obviously, like he's gonna answer the same way I answered that. There's a very, very good reason for that. Very good reason.
Do you think I'm the most? No, I'm kidding. Let's see. No.
He's lying.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was testing you. Sorry, that was inappropriate.
Do you think top players are doing enough to popularize chess?
No, they're not.
I have not reacted to this, you guys. I
It's the
haven't.
truth. And
Just to be clear, I have not reacted to this. There was one where I was answering the question that we react to, but we never reacted to me asking Danny the question. So I haven't seen this before.
he really means that.
What do you think they could be doing
of
to
course,
change that?
I mean, I was there, so I remember parts of it, but
Man,
not all of it.
the list is so long, but I think they can't expect people to care about them if they're not willing to give them something to care about. I know that's a
very true.
broad statement to make, but I think the chess world is probably one of the most disproportionate ecosystems from what the top players have come to expect and how they've been treated in a world that has been funded by philanthropy versus their actual commercial viability and what they've actually done to invest in themselves. There's an exception of maybe 2 guys, one of them's in the room, maybe 3, maybe that's not totally fair. And I think that some people are coming around, but it's frustrating when the expectations financially for players who really have not taken like any appropriate steps to think about business or those things. It's a very uphill battle to climb at times. So when he said I meant it, it's frustrating to feel like you're fighting for them and being fought every step of the way.
Yeah, so I mean, to answer the question, my perception of what Dan, this is actually one of the most important. This is probably, I think, the biggest takeaway from the whole lie detector test, which is that when he says 3 people, first of all, the 3 people that he's referring to, I believe, are myself, Magnus, and then I don't know who the third one is. I don't know if he's going to say it's Fabiano or he's going to say it's Anish. He's going to say one of those 2. My guess is that he means Fabiano, but I'm not 100% sure. But the fact is, chess players basically, when they play in top level tournaments, they expect the following. They expect to be treated like geniuses. They expect to get like free hotel rooms, free airfare, great prize money, well into the tens of thousands of dollars at least, if not more. And what have they done to actually earn that? No. We're talking about top chess players, you guys. You could talk about Levy, but we're talking about top chess players. Not talking about Levy. It's not talking about like Levy or the whole ecosystem. It's about top 10 players specifically. And so when you look at it, when you look at it that through the lens of that context of what the players expect, like a lot of top chess players think there should be much more money. They think that every term they should be making like $100,000 or more. When in reality, they themselves have done very little. They show up and they play the games, but they haven't done anything to increase the exposure of chess as a whole. So that's what Danny is effectively saying, is they expect to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they don't really feel like they have to do anything other than show up and play the game of chess. And that simply, I agree with Danny on this point, it's not reality. It's just not reality.
Okay.
That's how it feels.
Do you believe in life after death?
I do.
True.
Well, I guess, I mean, why do you believe that?
It's unlikely that both matter and consciousness could come from nothing at the same time without there being something to that. You know, I actually have taken kind of a very bumpy road to get there, being raised how I was, and then probably at one point being, you know, a full atheist, certainly agnostic, to being to kind of having, you know, invested
I see someone in chat says he believes in life after death, so he's still in a cult. That is hilarious, you guys. That's absolutely hilarious.
lot in like religious education and some spiritual education, and I'm very much an existentialist. I believe that we exist, and whether this is the Matrix or something else, the fact that you can't fundamentally deny existence, at some point consciousness or matter came from nothing. And then when you ask, well, what's more likely? Like literally something came from nothing, right? Mm-hmm. And when you unpack that, it's very hard for me to believe that there isn't some sort of like evolutionary process to figure that out, which to me means consciousness after physical life.
Okay. It's like very deep.
I'm sorry you asked.
Yeah,
I love chat. It's like 4 question marks. Holy what? What's he talking about? Very profound. I'm an existentialist. Yeah, it's like excuse me, what's going on? Yeah. Anyway, no idea how that correlates, right? Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going.
I mean, I agree, but I don't think about it that deeply.
Okay, sorry.
Clearly been doing a lot of
Got a little carried away there. Cut that part of the video.
Yeah, that's fine. This game's gonna be over in a second, I think.
Yeah, I blundered with the bishop on b5. Damn it, Dan.
All right, let's round it up. Let's see. Would you be a better content creator than I am if you made that your career?
I might be.
Yes. I could see that before you answered.
By the way, I have to break out laughing just like in the video because this is great. I mean, the one thing that Danny is not lacking on is confidence. He's not lacking in confidence in his abilities. I mean, I think he could be a pretty decent content creator. But thinking he could be on the level that either Levy or myself are on, like just no shot with all due respect.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it with Levy some. I think I took a back seat to what I really loved in terms of creating and entertaining, and you know, to do what I thought was the best thing at the time for chess and for the business. And I regret it sometimes. I love seeing everyone's success, but I miss it, and I think I would have been a great streamer or creator.
Do you think you could beat me in a chess boxing match?
Yes.
Yeah, he's very confident.
Oh crap.
No, but you know what I would say about Danny though. Like on the other hand, like when he's talking about that he regrets it. I mean, I think the reason that he would probably say he regrets it is I think financially he's probably done better than he would have done as like in content creation. But I think mostly it's because of all the day-to-day nonsense he has to deal with. I think that's the biggest thing. He has the day-to-day nonsense he has to deal with, even if he's probably more successful financially, is very, very tough. It's very, very tough to deal with. Very tough.
Do you think the Botez sisters are better content creators than I am?
This is also off script, by the way. Off script.
True.
Do you think Levy is a better content creator than I am?
No.
Also true.
Okay.
I think you're all different.
That's
Okay.
a good way to
Yeah,
answer.
that's-
Different.
I mean,
is a
I
good
know
way
that
to
sounds
answer.
like a
Is Ludwig your favorite content creator?
no.
By the way, these questions are very much off script, and you're probably wondering why did I ask this last one. Off script burning of content creators. No. I mean, I asked a question about Ludwig because those of you guys, to give some context, there were many of you who were around during the time when the match between Magus and myself was supposed to happen. And Ludwig was a big part of that whole thing in terms of, you know, the coming together and falling apart and everything else. So that's the reason that I actually asked the question here about Ludwig. So I was curious to see what Danny's answer was going to be. Because I do believe at a certain point Ludwig was his favorite content creator.
He may be telling the truth, but there's something around.
I like Ludwig.
It's around the match.
But
That's why
we've
there's
also,
uncertainty.
Yes. Who is your favorite content creator, chess or otherwise?
Wow. Ryan George, this guy who does these movie
I don't
pitches.
even know who Ryan George is,
He's
by the way.
hilarious.
Is Ryan George your favorite content creator?
Yes.
I don't know who Ryan George is.
Maybe.
I'll give some answers to the maybe, because this is what I wanted to say is too, like, I actually watch very little content.
Yeah.
I feel like the answer I would want to give is I don't really have a favorite content creator.
Okay. That makes sense.
That seems true.
Who is the greatest chess player of all time?
Magnus Carlsen.
True.
If you want to like flash before my eyes, I was like, how's the lie detector machine going to say? I went, Gary Kasparov, Bobby Fischer, Hikaru Nakamura, Magnus Carlsen.
Would you say that your commentator rating is above 2,700?
Yes.
Yes.
Whether you agree or not, I think it is. You don't think I'm a good commentator?
Oh, you're good. I don't know about 2,700.
Oh, okay.
He reacted to you not showing him that affection about him being a good content creator. So it matters for him whether you do like what he does or not.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay.
It's true. I care what Hikaru thinks of me and what I do. And
His confidence is great.
I
His
think
confidence is
I
great.
do commentary because I want to I like it, making people happy. So, yeah, maybe I do take it more personally than I should.
Yeah, I think that's everything. I mean, I don't have any other questions really.
You have to bust me up real quick. Finish the
Did
job.
you move or not?
I did. I took the pawn there.
Okay, let's stick here.
So I'm in trouble. But you have to let the fans see the game end with a 1.5 out of 2 for Hikaru Nakamura. Oh, like literally for a second was like, what is he doing? But I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm getting busted. And all right, I resign, sir.
Okay, good game.
Good game. Good game. This has been another episode of Lie Detector Chess. Thank you to Hikaru Nakamura. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know who else you want to see on this. Let us know who else you want to see in the Lie Detector Chess video series that we've got going on. Thanks to Hikaru, and we'll see you around on chess.com.
Yeah, that was a good video. Good video.